If you are over 60, your legs feel weaker, and you have been told to watch kidney numbers. This is for you. A lot of muscle foods online ignore kidney restrictions. One simple 1-spoon habit, safer swaps, and 3 red flags to ask your clinician. Muscle loss after 60 isn't just about getting older, it's about how the body's response to food changes. This is called anabolic resistance. In plain terms, muscles become less responsive to the usual signals from protein or movement. The message that once told your body to build or maintain muscle gets weaker with time. For many, this means a normal meal doesn't give the same boost it did years ago. The science points to a pathway inside muscle cells known as mTORC1 that acts like a volume knob for muscle building. After 60, that knob gets harder to turn. Even with the same amount of protein, the response is dampened. Muscles need a stronger or more frequent signal to keep their size and strength. That's why experts now recommend spreading protein through the day in several small meals or snacks instead of relying on one big serving. This is especially important for seniors with kidney concerns. Too much protein at once can be hard on the kidneys, but too little means muscles don't get the support they need. The answer is a steady, gentle approach, small portions repeated consistently. 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed isn't a cure, just a simple supportive habit. It offers a modest protein boost along with fiber and healthy fats without overloading the system. This fits the small but steady mantra. Muscles need a clear, repeated signal, not a flood. The key is consistency. A little bit every day can help support muscle maintenance, even when dietary restrictions are in place. For most, this habit is safe, but there are 3 red flags to keep in mind. Advanced kidney disease with eGFR under 30, a history of bowel obstruction, or use of blood thinners. If any of these apply, show your clinician the ingredient and the portion size for review. Educational only, not medical advice. Share below chronic kidney disease plus age plus what you avoid, potassium, dairy, nuts. For more, see 3 cheap meals or exact timings options. Most adults over 60 need a clear, practical target for protein. The science now points to a per meal range of 0.3 to 0.4 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. For someone weighing 70 kilograms, that means aiming for about 21 to 28 grams of protein at each meal. Spread across 3 meals, this adds up to a daily total of 1.0 to 1.2 grams per kilogram. So for a 70 kilogram person, that is 70 to 84 grams per day. These numbers come from controlled studies in older adults, including the More Dose Response trials and international expert guidelines like PROT-AGE and ISPEN. For many seniors, especially those with kidney concerns, the daily total matters, but so does the way it is distributed. Muscles respond best to several moderate servings, not a single large portion. That is why the old advice of get your protein at dinner no longer fits. Instead, the goal is to provide a steady signal to muscle tissue throughout the day. Even small snacks count, as long as they contain enough protein to reach the per meal threshold. This approach respects the balance between supporting muscle and protecting kidney health. Too much protein in one sitting can strain the kidneys, while too little leaves muscles without the building blocks they need. By aiming for 0.3 to 0.4 grams per kilogram per meal, most older adults can maximize muscle maintenance without exceeding safe daily limits. For those with advanced kidney disease, individual targets may be lower, and it is important to work with a renal dietitian or physician to personalize the plan. A practical example: a 70 kilogram adult could build a meal around 3 ounces of chicken or fish, a half cup of Greek yogurt, or a cup of beans, each option delivers about 20 to 28 grams of protein. Adding a tablespoon of ground flaxseed is a small supportive step that fits into this pattern, not a replacement for the main protein source. The focus remains on consistency, portion control, and choosing foods that fit individual dietary needs. Educational only, not medical advice. 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed can be added to a meal each day as a small, steady support for muscle maintenance. For most adults over 60, this habit is simple. Measure out a level tablespoon, about 8 to 10 grams, and stir it into foods you already enjoy. Options include mixing into plain Greek yogurt, oatmeal, or a bowl of soup. There is no need to cook or soak the seed, but always use ground flaxseed, not whole, since the body cannot absorb nutrients from the unbroken shell. The nutrient profile is modest. Each tablespoon delivers about 2 grams of plant protein, 3 grams of fiber, and roughly 1.5 to 2 grams of alpha-linolenic acid, the plant-based omega-3. Potassium and phosphorus are both under 100 milligrams per serving, which is well within daily limits for most kidney-friendly diets. The calorie load is low, about 35 to 40 calories per spoonful. Consistency matters more than quantity. Start with half a tablespoon if you are new to fiber, and increase to a full tablespoon after a week. Store ground flaxseed in the refrigerator, tightly sealed, to protect the healthy fats from turning rancid. Use within a month for best quality. This is not a cure, just a simple supportive habit. The goal is to provide a gentle daily signal to muscle tissue without overwhelming the kidneys. For anyone with advanced kidney disease, a history of bowel obstruction, or those taking blood thinners, show your clinician the ingredient and the portion size for review. Educational only, not medical advice. Some viewers need options. If flaxseed does not fit your needs or preferences, there are several safe swaps. Ground chia seeds offer similar fiber and plant omega-3 fatty acids, though their potassium is just a bit higher, still well within daily limits for most people. Unsweetened soy yogurt or lactose-free Greek yogurt can replace dairy, especially for those avoiding milk. Pumpkin seeds, lightly roasted and shelled, work for nut allergies and bring a mild crunch with lower potassium than almonds. Hemp seeds are another alternative with a little more protein and less phosphorus per spoonful. All these swaps keep to the same small portion, about 1 tablespoon measured level, to avoid accidental overload. Safety comes first. 3 red flags mean it is time to check with your clinician before adding any of these habits. Advanced kidney disease with EGFR under 30, a history of bowel obstruction, or taking blood thinners such as warfarin or a direct oral anticoagulant. For anyone on multiple medications, it is wise to keep a gap of at least 1 hour between your seed serving and your pills. If you meet any of these flags, bring the ingredient and portion size to your next appointment for review. This is educational only, not medical advice. Share below CKD plus age plus what you avoid. For example, potassium, dairy, or nuts. For more, see 3 cheat meals or exact timing options. A simple daily routine can make muscle maintenance more manageable. Start with your first meal. Add 1 level tablespoon of ground flaxseed to Greek yogurt, oatmeal, or a bowl of soup. This small step fits the small but steady mantra. Just a gentle, repeated signal for your muscles. If you are new to fiber, begin with half a tablespoon for a week, then move up to the full amount. Store ground flaxseed in the refrigerator, tightly sealed, and use within a month for best quality. Aim to include a protein source at each meal: chicken, fish, beans, soy yogurt, or eggs, keeping your per meal protein between 0.3 and 0.4 grams per kilogram of body weight. For most, That means about 21 to 28 grams per meal. If dinner is light on protein, consider a small snack before bed, such as cottage cheese or soy yogurt, to support overnight muscle repair. Studies show that a pre-sleep protein snack can help maintain muscle, especially in older adults. After your main meal, a 10-minute walk or gentle seated exercise helps your body use protein more effectively. This does not need to be strenuous, just enough to get your legs moving. Remember the 3 red flags: advanced kidney disease, EGFR under 30, a history of bowel obstruction, or use of blood thinners. If any apply, bring the flaxseed label and portion size to your next clinician visit. Educational only, not medical advice. Share below chronic kidney disease, your age, and what you avoid, such as potassium, dairy, or nuts. For more, see the 3 cheap meals option or the exact timing option. Every day after 60, muscle and kidney health face real challenges. Small, steady choices still matter. This is not a cure, just a simple, supportive habit. Always show your clinician the label and serving size. Educational only, not medical advice. What swaps work for you? Share below. Chronic kidney disease plus age plus what you avoid.